Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Taurus Truth Tarot, where we are all Taurus all the time. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. My name is Shannon Colleen. I'm a Taurus Sun and Venus. Before we get started, I want to say thank you guys. I know I haven't posted in a few days. Had some computer issues and whatnot. So I literally couldn't post. Sorry. So I do apologize for that, but I do appreciate you guys waiting. How's that? And being patient. So even though this is late today, I normally have these posted very early in the morning. We're going to do a reading for today, and it's going to incorporate the new moon in Leo, which is happening today, the new moon in Leo. And that is about, new moons are about beginnings, but remember, it's also about really a good ending. So for Taurus, it does feel like what we're doing is we're letting go of escapism, okay, in certain areas of our lives. So that could be anything from binge watching TV to smoking to whatever your escapism is, and we all have them, okay, we do. And I feel like you're installing or need to install new habits with this new moon, okay, which would be, and I've said this before to y'all, but it would be like, instead of getting up first thing in the morning and grabbing a cup of coffee, it would be meditating for 10 minutes. Switching up your daily habits, or putting in actually new habits. I don't even want to say switching up. I want to say we're getting old habits out of the way and putting new habits in. Now remember, Leo in the tarot is the Sun card. So it is the perfect opportunity to let go of the old and let the new in. And it is about, for us, Taurus, it's about our foundation, the foundation of our life, and really switching that up and understanding what do you want and what are you going to do about it. You know, what action are you going to take to get what you want? And if we keep the same routines, and routine can be good, don't get me wrong, but if we keep the same routines, life will not change. It's the daily things that make the big changes. It truly is the daily things that make the big changes. Okay? So I feel like it'll be something that you'll want to think about today a little bit and say, where do I want to make these changes? And some of it, again, I just want to emphasize this from Spirit. Some of it is going to be very new, installing new habits and getting rid of the old habits. But some of you, it is also switching the routine a little bit. So let's say, I don't know, at 3 o'clock every day, you do XYZ, you move that to 4 o'clock. So you're rearranging your own schedule in a way that makes you more productive. And again, it's the small things that lead to the big things. So let's get into the reading. Oh, I also want to mention before we get into the reading, for the month of August, I am giving half off personal finance readings. So if you would like a personal finance reading, book in August. It's half off. All right. And there's a link in the description box to my booking site. All right. So what is the overall energy? Please, Divine Source Creator, show us clearly. What is the overall? Thank you. So we have here, you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. I love this. Okay. So it's so funny to me the way that Spirit works, because I had been saying recently, even though we're Taurus, we're working with Virgo energy, which means we're clearing out, we're organizing, we're getting things in order. And that goes to prove the same thing about installing the new habits. Virgo is very like detail oriented, right? And so we're taking on that energy of getting more organized, more scheduled in the way that is more beneficial to us, right? Rather than doing things that aren't beneficial. I think you're finding the things that you are doing out of habit may not be beneficial, even if it's a good thing, okay? Even it's, you know, technically it's a good thing. You may not feel it working. You may not feel it being beneficial, so you're switching it up. But I love that we're in our own right now. Taurus lost themselves for quite a while over the last 15 years, where, I'm not saying every moment of every day, Taurus, but where we did not feel good enough. Where we did not feel like our normal confident selves. That's all changing and has been changing all through 2024 here. So I do like the bottom of the deck too, because it does say here, and I take it a little bit different than what it says, but it does say your commitment is being tested, and it really is the commitment to yourself. Okay, that's being tested, the commitment to myself. If I say that I'm going to get up every morning and I'm going to do just one sit-up in the morning every day, trust me, that will change your physical body. But are you committed to it? Are you going to do that one sit-up each and every day? So you're really making sure that you are holding yourself responsible for these decisions and changes that you're making. Oh, and I'm loving this too. And this is the hardest for Taurus, but we are also going towards our North Node, right? And stepping out of our comfort zone. We can be very habitual, of course, all humans can, but we can be, because for us, it's the comfort of our home and our security and all of that. So to change a habit, to change something, tends to be a little bit more difficult for Taurus sometimes. But once we do it, then we're committed to it. So I'm really, really liking this energy here. Big deep breaths, right? Big deep breaths. Yeah, look at that. The sun. And I was just talking about that Leo energy. Leo is represented by the sun. I love that. Show us clearly. What is the message, please, for Taurus? Yeah. Get to work. Change it up. Master new things. It's the commitment to self here, and the commitment to the things you want to change. And I feel like that's really important over the next 2 weeks for sure. Like really, really concentrate on this over the next 2 weeks, right? Like, I'm going to make these changes. I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to commit to myself each and every day. All right. And you will see positive change. Show me clearly, please. What is the message for Taurus? Thank you. Sorry, I just heard really loud noise. I didn't know what it was. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands along with the Hangman, reevaluating your day-to-day, reevaluating what you think is important, what you thought was important, what could be important in order to start these changes, okay? Being enlightened in the moment. Right now, you're getting enlightened. That's why you're here. I'm getting enlightened in the moment. Oh, yeah, I need to move this here in my schedule. I need to add this into my life. I need to subtract this from my life. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel with this Page and this Hangman. I feel like, yep, it's almost like it's up to me. It doesn't mean there aren't people around that will help and support you, but you really have to commit to yourself, and that's the bottom line of it. Show me clearly. What is the message here? Thank you. All right, so we have here, yes, Queen of Pentacles. We love that. That is commitment to self, and that can be nurturing things. That can be, I pay myself first, right? They always say that, when you get your paycheck, you pay yourself first. Taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, changing the routines, getting rid of habits that aren't serving you, and replacing them with things that really do. And again, I love that this Empress is coming out, because that is our card, regardless of male or female, right? But it goes to show what I was saying was true from Spirit, which is the daily commitment. And the reason I say that is because we often equate her to being a gardener, right? She plants the seeds, she fertilizes them, she waters them, she takes care of them, but she doesn't have an overnight harvest, right? It's every day that she takes care of them, and then the harvest comes, the change comes. So it's really important that Taurus, that you get into your Empress mode. I love that. I love it. Because although she has all of the support that she could ever want in the Emperor, she knows what her commitment to herself is, and that it's got to start there. Show me clearly. Yep, thank you. Yeah, look at that. I love this. The High Priestess, I mean, that is so beautiful. That's like, truly trust my higher self and myself to get things done. Again, these don't have to be big, 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 big. This is just the one sit-up a day, right? The one sit-up a day. And intuitively knowing that if you make these changes and you let go of the escapism and you make these changes, right, that you know you will have the most beautiful, not just future, but the most beautiful in the moment now. And you intuitively know that that's what you need to do. This doesn't feel like this is news to you. This is something that I've been pushing off or don't want to get out of that comfort zone. I love, the way my day goes. I know what to expect, right? Good or bad, that's what we do. So I'm loving these major arcanas because the minor arcana is the day-to-day and the major arcana is the major shift, right? It's the big shift, but you have to do the day-to-day things and you have to shift those up and change those in order to have the master major shift in your life. And I do see here at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Five of Swords. Again, this is your own self-sabotage is what I'm getting with this. And it doesn't mean you're a bad person. We all do it, right? We all do that self-sabotaging behavior. We could call it procrastination, right? But it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means that you just at some point have to go, okay, I'm going to cut the cord of the same routine I'm doing over and over again because I'm not getting any results anymore. And maybe you did once, but not anymore. So remember, this is you. This is not a battle with other people. This is you versus you right now. And it's kind of like, I don't know how many of you know who Joe Dispenza is, but I love Dr. Joe Dispenza because he talks about you being in control of the body instead of the body being in control of you. And what he means by that is the body gets up and goes to the coffee pot and pours a cup of coffee, and the body is telling you what to do. But if you change that and you sit in meditation instead of going and getting that cup of coffee first thing, then you are controlling the body, and that's where big change happens. So I love it. All right, let's see what else we have. Bear with me because they just told me to shuffle. Show us clearly. What is the message, please, for Taurus? Angels, guides, ancestors. Thank you. Yeah, this says here, discard any fears of success and be willing to offer more than is expected of you. I love this because we do have a fear of success, which is why we stay in old habits. Even though we want it, we do have a fear of it. We have a fear of change, right? So discard any fears for success and be willing to offer more than is expected of you. That is to you. Remember, that is to you. Expect more from yourself. Be committed to yourself. I love it. Let's see what else we got here. Show me clearly, please. What is the message, please, for Taurus? Show us clearly what is the message for Taurus. Whoa, that is too many, but they do want this one over here. Interesting. Life is conspiring for me. That should be your motto, your mantra. Put it in the comments. Life is conspiring for me. This is very, very true. When we believe that life is against us, then guess what? Life is. But when we believe that it's conspiring for us, then it is. So I absolutely love this. I feel like, you just have to be truthful with yourself here, okay? And make these small changes, and it's going to lead to big change. So with that being said, don't forget to like, share, comment. I read each and every one. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to book your personal reading in August since it is half off. And all of my love, light, and blessings to you until next time.